Good morning. How are we? Hello. Me, I'll get my screen sorted. How are we all today? We're going to do a check-in this morning. See how everyone is doing. Screen scroll. Good, you're good, thanks. Excellent. All right. Hello, hello. Let's have a quick check-in. What a few days it has been. Okay. We have had a massive full moon overnight, some major impacts to Earth with geomagnetic storms, the whole shebang. So we have had it all, to be fair, in the last 7 days or so. And I'm curious to see where everyone is at, not necessarily the stories that they've been living through, but where you're at. Like what have you navigated emotionally, and where are you at with it now is the message that I'm getting to ask. You'll also notice I'm not in the studio today. I'm in my room because my studio flooded. So we have major repairs going on. Just waiting to see if insurance is going to cover it first, and then the major repairs will begin. So basically, for you guys that have been in there, the end where your head is at the table, just like the carpet and the floor are just screwed. So that stink, and it does stink right now too. Walk in there, I'm like, oh God, it's just one of my smells I cannot stand, is that damp smell. So yeah, it's pretty gutting right now, but we'll see what happens. Assessor's coming after the call today, so positive vibes in my direction, fam. All right, so thank you. If you can see that it's a bit blurry in the background and you can see that this is all morphing and moving, it's because I pulled the blind down. That would be helpful. Maybe. Not really. All right, so let's have a catch up with where everyone is at. Let's start with you, Kelly, because you're first on the screen, in my end anyway. How are you?
Yep, no, I'm good. Yeah, it has been quite like tumultuous,
Yeah.
just with all the energy. Um, like not even really sure why. But that's okay. I'm feeling fine. Like, I don't know, I'm feeling like I'm feeling fine. Like, it's not great, but it's not, the world also isn't ending. So yeah, yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. You're doing it. You're alive and you're navigating it. A lot of people are feeling really ratty through this time and edgy. So if you're in the middle of that, that's actually not a bad thing. That's a great thing. It means you're moving through it. Yeah. All right. Well done. Welcome. Carmen and Don, we got your chat here that you're good. Just give us an update on where you're at.
You want to go first?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't know. I think I'm ticking along all right. I stop and acknowledge better if something happens.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm stopping and saying, why is that going on? So yeah, lots of good reflecting going on, I feel.
Great. And it is a very good place to come from. And that's what we're being asked to do right now, is to reflect on everything, right? So yeah, that's a really great place to come from. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, I'm all good. Yeah, I suppose I was a wee bit out of sorts a few days back, maybe, and probably, I don't know, not grumpy, but just a bit quiet. But other than that, yeah, just getting stuff done, really.
Yeah, inward times too. I don't know if all of you guys have noticed that. You might notice you're feeling really inward. And they're very inward times. So we're really being called more in than potentially we have before, where we're becoming the observer of ourselves more, but also our best friend. And that's really important to remember. We're not observing to criticize, we're observing to get beside. They're very, very different things. And this is, for me, one of the most important aspects of spiritual growth, is not learning how to, heal this person or be a psychic or, like whatever it is. None of that is as important as becoming your greatest ally, your greatest support person through the difficult times. And I feel like sometimes that really gets missed, that it is a vital piece of our growth is in fact us. And we think it's knowing all of these things outside of ourselves, but it's actually not. It's us. When we get to know us, we get to know all the things that we perceive outside of ourselves, which are actually inside of us. Yeah, so that's great. Inward is a good thing. It's a great thing. Thank you. Claire, how are you going?
Good.
Yeah.
So I had a spewing both ends thing going on Sunday morning, like at 2 o'clock in the morning, up, and the toilet was my friend.
Oh, mate.
But I kind of think it was like purging. It was like just that all this shit's got to come out, and it did for about 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah.
And since then, I've had like popping in my ear, like when you're on an airplane and
Yes.
you're and that
Have you
pressure.
tried that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it hurts.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I've just finished reading this book. I don't know if it's written backwards. It's called Remember. It was published in about 2005, I think. But it's all about this guy who gets messages from what he calls the group. And it's just telling us that basically our lives are just, we're playing a game, and it's a game of remembering who we are at a spiritual level, and that reminding us that we're all connected, that what we see in other people is actually just a reflection of ourselves.
100%. Yeah.
And so really good. So if you've got time, or you can find it, I bought this in the Dead Souls bookstore in Dunedin, and awesome shop. But anyway, yeah, if you can find it, it's definitely worth a read. So
you're not the first person who's mentioned that bookshop, so it must be awesome.
it's like Harry Potter's, at the library at Harry Potter's. You've got about that much space between each sort of bookshelf, both sides, and it's just chocker. It's and the bookshelves go up, like higher than you can reach, and it's
the Akashic Library.
it's amazing. It's like almost magical. I love reading, but it's magical when you walk in there. So good bookstore. If you ever get to Dunedin, it's on the far end of George Street, which is the main street that runs right through. Definitely visit.
Right at the end of the main street. All right.
Yeah, just look it up. It comes up on Google.
Yeah, that's a definite.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And that's exactly on point, right? Even when you come in to do things like this with the guides, it's still a remembering. They're only telling you, and they're sharing what they can share, but your DNA is being activated and remembered.
Yep.
And it's remembering. So all of this codex already exists within you. It's about you downloading the remembering of it.
It also points out that our DNA is changing. So we're
Absolutely
changing to, like, slowly, and that's why we feel pain.
Mhm.
sometimes, and we feel emotional sometimes, is as we kind of remember who we are, our DNA is actually changing, and RNA, I think they said, to be able to become more 5D, more in our ethereal, you know, that word, that ghosty, that word, you know, that word.
Yeah.
So we're going to embody the light more than our
Correct.
3D meat bags that we live in, pretty much.
The carbon level of us is slowly being broken down as we embody light. And it's a really hard thing for people to understand, that actually what we are doing is converting ourselves to light. Because we're like, well, I don't look like I'm still here. But if you actually do spend some time, I get shown it. So I get shown the transformation of the DNA, and it literally does light up. That would be how I'd explain it. But what happens is when it lights up, more electrical currents light up. Like the helix as we know it is there. It's still the twist. It's still got the rungs, so to speak, within it. But what you begin to see is the communication of the DNA brightening and enhancing and speeding up. And all of that has to happen in order for our bodies to enlighten. Yeah. Things like meditation, stuff like that. It's the key to it. It's the key to it.
And vibration. It talks a lot about our vibration, and how we are lifting our vibration. But and that there's 12 strands on the DNA helix. We can only see 2, but there's actually 12, and they're all the different levels. And and a lot about the importance of sound and vibration, and how that actually affects us really quite deeply, and that will helps us to grow into that light.
You're right. It's absolutely the key to the change is frequency. And it's been said for a long time, frequency is the future of medicine, you know, that it is, and it absolutely is. And it's beginning to really prove itself now. Things like med beds, all of those kind of things that are starting to come through, sound technology, like even what comes out of me, that is frequency. It's explained constantly as frequency. More and more observation is coming now toward what we were told we weren't, as opposed to what we were told we were. And the gap is huge, you know, junk DNA, as they call it. It's not that at all. It's because it's been turned off, and we're just turning it back on. So we always get shown this too, you know, like that Earth was, let's say this is 3D, this is 4D, this is 5D. Earth was here, right? And then our consciousness dropped her. So basically we weighed her down, right? And we've been here for some time. And now as we open, we're actually moving her up. So the whole planet is raising into what a lot of people are calling new Earth or true Earth. But it is, it's because it's a whole new vibration. It's very exciting.
Yeah, fascinating.
Very fascinating. Hello, Kat. Amazing. Thank you, Claire. I'm going to find that book.
Good.
Yay. Miss Linda, hello again.
Hello. I'm feeling very rested today after sleeping almost all day yesterday. On your advice,
sorry.
Pardon?
I knocked you out, sorry.
Can you still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, you said take a Epsom salts bath and have a drink of water and have something healthy to eat and then have a nap. So I followed you to the letter, and my nap lasted till 7:30 last night, so I could actually nap for the Olympics if that was a sport. I reckon I'd reach the podium actually with napping. Also, another comment that you made a few weeks ago was to listen to harp music. So I put harp music on as I was napping. I just feel fantastic today, like I could do anything.
Yes. And off the cusp, so the full moon was at 6:30ish this morning. So that was its full potency. So we're in really good, clean, fresh energy right now. It's a wonderful thing. So really capitalize on that. What choices are you going to make going forward? How are you going to drive yourself forward? How are you going to show off that fairy garden? Yay. Awesome, Linda. Well done. And Carrie, are you good to talk?
Right. Yes. Just being technically challenged as usual. How am I? I'm good. I'm good. After the last few months, I'm actually my last 4 weeks of the first 4 weeks of this term have been amazing. All my kids have been at school.
Woo!
I know, right? I do have a sick child home today, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, also feeling surprisingly well rested over the last few weeks. I don't know why, because I don't feel like I've been sleeping any more than normal, but just I was asking for more peace and calm in my life, and or not asking, I was telling myself that that's what I have, you know, just really trying to believe it, or really believing it. It's so hard to be
Nice,
mindful of your
cat.
words, eh? Yeah.
Nice cat.
And just like I feel like everything's just, I don't know, I've just been cruising. It's really weird. It feels nice.
Yeah.
And although there has been stressful moments, I've just kind of been like, I'm just my own little world over here. And but yeah, no,
Just
it's
moments,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But doing that a lot, I guess, catching myself in
Yeah.
the things that I'm saying, you know, the stories that you tell yourself, kind of thing. Which has been quite eye-opening, because it's when you're really aware of it, you really start to see how much we just do tell ourselves that's really not true.
Yep.
And although I feel like although I feel like I've been aware of it for a long time, it's that having an awareness, but then also believing.
Yes.
The believing, the having faith kind of thing. So yeah. And then what it really, really rings true for me, the wanting to just go inwards, the really wanting to retreat, not wanting to be around people, not wanting to do anything or go anywhere, just kind of be. So I had my level 2 SMEDIC in SMEDIC education, not weekend just gone, but the weekend before.
Yep.
And I drove over on Thursday, and I drove to Auckland on Thursday night, and didn't come home till Sunday evening after 3 days of course. And I literally just hibernated for the whole weekend if I wasn't at course. Had this cute little cottage out in Titirangi in the bush, and I swear to God, I woke up one night at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I thought it was daytime because the birds were absolutely going to town. And I looked at my clock, I was like, I don't even think I've been to sleep yet. How can the birds be singing right now? And then I looked at my clock and it was like 1 a.m. or something. I'm like, what is going on? So that was a little bit, yeah, I don't know. Well, like, honestly, it sounded like morning bird chirp. I have never heard anything like it at that time of the night. Like, you might hear the odd bird. There was some, must have been some Bururu around, which I recognize, but you know them, you know, that's familiar at nighttime. But to wake up and hear full on like morning bird song was like, what? And there was a few other weird things that happened that weekend, but I think it was just the fact that I was able to just be still and quiet. So yeah, lots of kind of weird shifting things happening. And for us, well, for me especially, this little glitches here and there and little timeline quakes. But yeah, it's cool. It's good.
They're starting to show up a bit now. Like, we're starting to see them more, the system as it collapses. It's great. She's like, oh, there's an interesting little glitch. Like, I don't know if I told you guys about the sparkle in the tree. Did I tell you about the sparkle in the tree? Weirdest shit ever. Standing in the kitchen window, looking out to like hard right, and we've got these massive trees in the backyard. They would be 30 meters away, at least, from us. And I was like, oh, that's really interesting. There's this sparkly thing in the tree. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, isn't that interesting? Because if the sun's shining through there, then why are there not other gaps in the tree that are sparkling as well? Like it was just this one spot. Because it was really high, so it can't be anything up there sparkling. And I was like, hang on, the sun isn't shining through the tree because the sun's in a completely different direction. So what is this? And so I sat and looked at it for ages, and then I was like, okay, now there's the doubt was kicking in, or you're cracked, you're thinking, shit, it's not there. So I was like, okay, then if you want me to see you, I'm going to go outside now, and I'm going to move my position completely. So I actually went outside and stood on the trampoline and looked and went, okay, show me. And boom, came back exactly the same spot and sparkling. And it was like, it was like luminescent angel sparkle was the only way I can explain it. Like, so not even pearly white, like bright, sparkly white. It was just remarkable. And then I said, okay, well, you show up to me when you're trying to get a message to me, you show up to me. Is that right? And it turned off and on. And I was like, okay, that's scary. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. I was like, oh my God, and there's no one here to tell, you know, like, what's happening to me? But now I actually refer to that tree. And honestly, this is the freaky bit. The exact tree that it is was my first lot of photos I ever had taken for when I opened the healing hut. Were under that tree. So I was like, when I put it together, I was like, whoa, is this showing me that this is the start of the next layer of journey? And ever since that day, everything has turned to shit. The dishwasher last night, my son and daughter were having a fight, and not a fight, a play fight. And he had left his laptop on the ground and she landed on top of it. So that's destroyed. The clinic has gone, like everything's going. And exactly as Carrie said, it's to be in the observation of it rather than get into the emotion of it now and go, okay, well, that's happening. So maybe these things need to purge. Maybe these things need to clear. And what if this is something I could celebrate? What if this is something I can actually be with and not reject? I did last night when the dishwasher went off and Courtney came and said, there's water all over the kitchen floor. I might have said, what else can go wrong? But then I cancelled, cleared, and deleted that, right? So it was like, okay, release that, let it go because it's done. And so I just lay there for a little bit longer and said, it's done. We're done now. We're cleared. It's good. Thank you. I see. But also looking at our messages and what they are trying to tell us. Okay. So for me, I was like, oh, water. Water's been a bit of a theme here, right? And so has devices. So where am I potentially losing my flow and spending too much time on devices? Or where am I leaking my energy? Or where am I flooding myself with too much information from devices? Or where are my children flooding themselves with too much information? So just looking at all the different interpretations, and every interpretation was a truth. I got all of those things are happening right now. Now, I just want to offer you one thing right now, that has anyone got physical pain? Yeah? Okay. I'm going to suggest this. It's just a suggestion, just for something that I've done in the last couple of weeks. Okay. So I'm in Oracle, which is a group with Corey Taylor, and we are going through it. Man, we're going through it. So we were put on a 2-week cleanse. It's a 6-week cleanse, but we're starting with 2 weeks of changing our eating. And we went into fruit only fruit and only vegetables, no oils or anything that contains an oil. So avocado out because it contains oil. So we've done that for 2 weeks. I have no pain in my body, none. It is completely gone. I had a day where my elbow's waking, and I was like, oh, that's really interesting because I haven't been sore for ages, and it's gone away. So strictly fruit and vegetables only, and yes, this is hard. It's really, really difficult. You can't have potatoes either because it's starchy, okay? So this is a cleanse of the body. And then 2 days of fasting, which I'm in now. That is also a big, I did not think I'd sleep last night, being the end of my first day. I'm coming into the end of my second day now, and I actually feel really good. So I can recommend that if you want to lighten your body but it is a challenge for your mental resistance and resilience. All right. So just be aware of that. You will be challenged. I had so many moments of convincing myself that I should just give up. And I had my little lapses, but I also made up for it the next day. So this may be something that if you're like, right, okay, I'm ready to up level, give it a go. And then if you really wanted, you could go into a full parasite cleanse after that, which we need to be doing right now. We really do need to be doing. So just be curious of that. If it's something that you'd like to do, it is well worth looking at and just helping purify your body. I've lost over 5 kilos in 2 weeks. Pretty incredible. And feel good, like feel good. All right, so consider that if it's something that, okay, my body's in pain, I'm feeling a little bit like I need to just flush old ways out, then this is absolutely a good option for you. And you can eat as much as you want. So I was eating every 2 hours while I was in the fruit and veggies because I was hungry all the time. But actually it was like such clean food. It was really great. All right. Thank you, Carrie. Fantastic. And awesome to hear every single one of you catching what it is that's going on in the mind. You know, like this is really big stuff. I've caught a lot of stories over the last couple of days. Lots. It feels like a lot has come up in the lead up to the full moon. Lots. So can we just set the intention, and we will before we go into transmission, to let go of whatever came up. Okay, and we'll do that collectively so that the energy is really strong. I feel like that's a really good idea today. Okay, are we ready for transmission? Yeah. Ellie's like, oh, I'm not sure if I am. All right, make yourselves comfy. I'm just going to flick the heater on because else I get cold. I do want to celebrate one more thing. My husband, after I don't know, like 2 years maybe, you're saying to him he really needs to look at doing a parasite cleanse because he's the worst eater you've ever met. Like he is terrible. It's really bad. It's cake, it's chips, it's biscuits, it's 8 coffees a day. Like he's terrible. He decided to start the parasite cleanse last night and actually got up this morning. He's the most unreliable person when it comes to helping himself. Like he just doesn't. And he even took his dose of parasite cleanse this morning. So I'm like very proud of him because that's a very big thing. So it's cool to catch these bits where people who are less aware are becoming aware, starting to open up and go, oh, hey, maybe that's not a bad idea. It's very cool. If you're looking for a good parasite cleanse, it's the Harker's one. You can get it from Chemist Warehouse in the Valley. They definitely have it. And it's actually good. That's me for the next 4 weeks. And you need to take it for ages because of the parasitic cycle. But we've had the most amazing learnings around parasites and stuff like that, and how you know, they sit in the brain, they sit behind the eyes. So if you have eye issues, that could be what's actually going on. It could be parasites. Like, it's fascinating. It's been incredible to learn about. So I'm excited to see who else decides to do that. But good luck. You're going to see a whole lot of stuff come out your bum. You may not enjoy it. All right, my friends, rest of it. Yeah, just don't look, Carmen. That's the key. Drop and run. All right. Making yourselves comfy. Inviting you to connect with the breath, watching the breath. Watching as it enters the body, how it flows in the nose, into expanding the lungs. With every breath, your body deepens. Allowing your body to settle into slowness, deeper and deeper. As we connect in with the energy of the full moon and what it means for us. I'm just going to read to you as you're settling the beautiful intention behind the full moon that we may hold in the field today. So there's an Aquarius energy set to light up the night sky with its magical glow. This electrifying cosmic event of this moon supercharges your intuition, igniting powerful transformations within you. Aquarian energy is perfect for breaking free from the old and inviting in new beginnings. This is a time to dream big, to set bold intentions, and let the universe work its magic. This is a turning point, a life-altering before and after moment. And as you close your eyes, set an intention. Trust this process. And watch now as your dreams unfold in ways that will leave you speechless. The energy of the past 8 months is now clearing. What was then has led to this incredible now that you are invited to embrace. Setting the intention for the last 4 months of 2024 to be full of magic, manifestation, and the meeting and fulfillment of wishes beyond our wildest dreams. We're going to invite everything that we have carried along for the journey to lovingly be placed to the side now. I'm going to ask the dragons to step forward. Aquia, Aquia, Aquia. To hold circle around our circle. This beautiful inner circle that we create together. Unbroken, nurtured through the light of Creator, held and protected by the Akuya. As we safely authorize the significant dropping now, all of the woes of the past, the fears of the future, and the forgetting of the present moment. Specifically releasing today from the organs of the body. We're going to set the tone for it to be a parasitic release. Any energy that is leaching from the body is clinging to our body, our mental body, our emotional body, all of the bodies around us, given we are more than this physical body. Releasing all the pressures. All the leaching from the body. Calling in Archangel Michael to support each of us in cutting all cords and ties, literally from everyone. This is not to delete them from our lives. This is to give us our energy back and them theirs. Cutting all cords and ties from each and every being that you have made contact with. Lovingly releasing the psychic hook or connection. With gratitude for the connection, handing back what is theirs. Reclaiming what is yours. And yes, with any lessons that may still need to be learned, calling all of your energy back into the body now. All soul fragments, wherever they have been left, returning to the body now. And welcoming in now your guides, your support crew. Welcome them in to stand with you with clear energy that you now be. Letting your energy merge with theirs. Will you give yourself permission to merge with them? You may notice you need to take a deeper breath in order to lift your vibration enough to step closer. Remembering these are aspects of you. What you see in them you're being invited to see in you. And as the breath still guides you deeper and deeper into the body, begin to observe yourself as a beacon of light within your vessel. We set the intention for profound healing today, where miracles in this world are normal. The Quantum Spiritual Healing Team is called to center themselves within our inner circle, leading from the inside as you do through your body today. And within the center of our several circles, you may notice a pulsating, the beat of Mama Gaia. And just for a moment, allow your body to feel her beat and align to it. Shanilo Hushama Rastolia Mashkiara Tia no Shama Iera no Shama Hai Roko Pakasha Rasto Parabashamia Rostamea Rashiman Yasiam. As a baby is held to the breast of a mother, when it enters this world in human form, you are invited now to hear the beat of your mother's heart, Gaia, aligning you, welcoming you, inviting a remembering to the bones, the blood, the tissues, the muscles, the systems, the brain, and in particular the pineal gland. Remembering and refusing connection between you and the mother. The light within begins to remember. It's the familiarity of a rhythm, a pattern it has known so well, yet just remembers it had forgotten. as you return home to the connection with the mother. You are invited to perhaps consider the connections with your human mothers, for whatever they are, whatever they have been. You stand here in this moment with the opportunity to change the vibration of it now. If it is your desire to improve the transmission between you and your human mother and support it to align more to the beat and breath of the mother planet, invite the energy of her to sit inside the circle of the inner circle now. You need not speak to her or have any other intention than that of healing. Notice the emotion that comes with placing your mother within a circle of healing, where you support and facilitate this transformative moment. And without any other intention than healing, allow this circle to be lit even more divinely through the breath and the beat of the mother. You may sense, feel, see the Akoya mother hovering above the circle now, white, with flickers of gold upon her body. The mother of transformation and protection. She will work with the mothers that have been invited into the circle, whilst we navigate the bodies of selves as a direct and impactful reflection and representation of self and ancestors on and off this planet. And this glowing light within the body begins at the left big toe. Like a gopher, a seeker, slowly and precisely moves up and down each toe of your body, seeking and investigating memories of a cosmic and a human level, a DNA level, memories throughout your quantum bodies as it seeks more layers of you will become present. We unlock the cellular memory of the body. Uncreating the spells of forgottenness. Bringing your bodies to life. This light will spiral through all of the foot. And as it does, you unlock memories that may make no sense to you. Perhaps you receive flashes, lives, or stories. Will you be open to receive what the DNA is remembering and activating without the need to play and stay in the story? Can you observe and receive? Every cell of your body, every tissue, every muscle, your blood, bones, they all hold information, lifetimes within this and beyond this. The gift you are receiving today, as this light precisely moves through your being, is an activation of remembrance. This activation through you will activate that of the mothers, which in turn activates that of the fathers and the sons. What you create in this story, dear one, is miracles. We invite you for just a moment to feel the emotion that rises as you receive yourself in this way and knowing the profound impact you are creating through and for our planet. You see, as you increase this vibration in this way, we, your spiritual supporters, as you may refer, may be more present. We get to play together, be together, create together. The light is moving up your legs, left leg first. Becomes more efficient in the way it flows and moves through the body, perhaps in a circular motion. Noticing how energized your body is becoming. And as it makes its way to the top of the leg, you may sense the right leg beckoning for the same amount of attention. When it is ready, the light will reach the top of your right leg and drop all the way down to the big toe. again, gophering, seeking, activating, and reminding. Where true essence is ignited. Where soul stories are remembered. And the breath and the beat of Gaia remind this light to move, nurture, and remind. What you move through in this moment is nothing short of miraculous. Divine templates, turning back on because you choose. You may be aware of new ideas, new potentials, new opportunity. This is not because you are creating it. It is because you are remembering it. In your quantum field, every flash, every thought, every moment already exists. Right now, your body is catching up. As this light shows it the way. And as it makes its way into the pelvic bowl, activating the sacred spaces of the mother. You may hear the beat of Gaia stronger now. As you, divine being, facilitate the healing of millions and millions of ancestors. This beat of the heart of Gaia comes the beat of you. The purity, the love, the healing, you. And as we cleanse through this divine process of this little light shining again through your body, we cleanse the cosmic seed. Wiping away any tainted opinions or matters that the cosmic seed may have inherited, in fact, calcifying it just as the pineal gland can happen too. Cosmic seed, the root of your existence, sitting in the root chakra. Is cleansed, washed, bathed in this light. Opening a pathway for your cosmic return. Up and through the body. Light will begin to move specifically around each organ, perhaps looking more hurried in its approach, yet this requires no judgment. It knows the way. It is speeding the vibration by speeding the frequency within your organs now. There is nothing to concern yourself with. And as you are being cleansed in this way, your organs unfold to its cosmic truth. These organs too carry profound information. All of you does. Perhaps there are organs within the body that need to slow a little. Or the motion is slower as it clears, cleanses, and then the pace returns. And if, as you are guided to observe each of these spaces being cleansed, you feel discomfort, may you invite celebration, gratitude. So this is your indicator that you are receiving in order to release. Can you see through the pain the beauty of this transformation? Into the upper chest. Paying particular attention to the sternum. To the heart. Recognizing as from this place, the meridians also begin to pulsate. You are creating, through your receiving, new energy and vitality. Now that your organs are cleansed, your body in motion different. What a gift you are. We do hope that you can see it as you sit here and authorize the true transformation within your being. What a gift you are. And allowing your arms to rest as the light moves down the left arm, gophering, discovering, remembering, all through the fingers of the left hand. Activating the healer. Activating the finger chakra, the palm chakra, the wrist chakra. Sweeps to the top of your arm again. Across your collarbone to your right hand. Through the thumb and the fingers once again. So much certainty now. As the pace speedens and hastens, because you are at the beat of Gaia. Everything is aligned. Efficiency is given. Back through the collarbone, the shoulders, the throat. Lighting the way for your truth in what you receive and what you give. Into the jaw. As the light zips from side to side, it activates through the teeth, innately connected to the rest of your body, meeting those points and soothing them as they all begin to work harmoniously to reduce where reduction is needed, and to enhance where improvement is required. Through the structure of the bones of the face, to the bridge of the nose, as the cheeks, the nose and the jaw begin to soften. The bridge of the nose draws you up to the eyebrows, lighting up the third eye and forehead. Through the plates of the brain's skull, knowing this is not one solid bone. authorizing the movement of the bones through the skull in order to release anything that needs to be drained now, and to make room for that which is ready to be received. And as the mind is held in the beat of the mother, we wish to invite you to receive a recoding through the brain, a rewiring where we assist you in plugging back in. It is through this mind that you begin to impact not only the grids of your own body, but that of Mama Gaia. And as she is impacted and healed, the impact flows through the multiverse, where this may feel like a huge sense of responsibility. Know that you now contain the codes for this to be in ease. There is no specific one thing that you must do, but you are invited to recognize your multi-dimensional capacity. And as the light moves to the back of your head, the very top of your spine, it gracefully and intentionally moves through every vertebrae of your spine, blessing it. Giving you the strength and the power to uphold what has been a cosmic infusion ease will be yours. Peace is within you. And as your spine is now being interfused with this magical quantum light, there is never another way for you. This is your moment. This is the you that you have been seeking. You are home. Look no more for who you ought to be. As the light of the cosmic seed makes its way again to the very base of your spine, that which no longer serves you is gone. You are home. You are full. You are quantum. You are embodied. And as we offer now the mothers within the circle divine love, feel within your heart the sense of pride. What you have computed today in order to transform millions of lives and perceptions. Guides will lovingly walk the mothers off to the side, and there is joy. Because you have supported them to transform. You held them in your inner circle, your divine being. With them now, out of the circle, you are offered the opportunity to feel this circle of energy still with you as you begin to bring your body back into human awareness. Slowly bringing the energy of the inner circle and its transformation back into your space. Breathing the breath of Mother Gaia, even as you return. Letting your body move. Thanking the guides, the angels, the archangels, our beautiful dragons. Thank you for holding the pole. We appreciate you. Return to your body with love. Taking some deep breaths as you come back into the body and as you are raising your arms, breathe in deeply. And out with a big, expressive out breath. Taking in water. Very big stretches. So bring the body. Just giving yourself the instruction a couple of times. Here I am here. You're right back into the human body. It's very quick and efficient. Now come back. Take in some water, guys. If you haven't yet and you need some, feel free. How are we all? Big journey. Ooh. Feel free to drop in the comments. We've got a couple of minutes left. If you want to drop in the comments, feel free. Let me know how you're feeling. Lots of water today, obviously, always is after transmission. In water or on land. It's not sogging wet outside. Be in nature if you can. Beautiful. Everyone feeling all right? Good. That was a very big activation. So be kind to yourselves. You find us in the group. Comment, ask questions, whatever you need during that time. I'm being told I've got more that I need to be told, so it's highly likely that it'll get dropped in the group. All right. You good, Kelly? Yeah. Fantastic. Let me just check the chat. It was amazing. Missed my work meeting. But it was too good to leave. Oh my God, that's so funny because I got told, well, I think we still only probably, I don't know, it felt like only 5 minutes, but it was probably like 15 minutes to go or something like that. I can't see you because your camera's off. And I got told Carrie didn't leave. So that's so funny. Stuff the work meeting. Upgrades are way more important. You'll probably get a pay rise for not turning up, Carrie. There you go. Quantum excellence. All right, family. Remember, you may now recognize new parts of you quite rapidly. What I'd love to invite you to do when those things show up is go, fuck yeah, guess what just happened? All right, like share it into the group because what you're actually doing is landing it. Okay, nothing is too weird. I can promise you that. We work with dragons. Okay, nothing's too weird. But what just happened was transformative. Be aware of the mother energy, how you are as a mum, and how maybe if your mum's still around, how that mum is with you, or maybe how you are towards that mother energy, right? And it's okay if there's still not a relationship with mother, but are you better about it, right? That's the key there. Is it's not about everyone being besties again all the time. It's often actually about, I've let it go. That's real healing. To cling to nothing. Yeah. All right, beautiful ones. Whoa, what a journey. My spine's all tingly. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing day. Yes, good idea, Carmen. Bring the body back in. Bring all of the quantum bodies in. It is time. You're going to start having interesting experiences multiplied. Much love.